Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions. A while back I did a video on Duluth Trading Company's buck naked underwear, and I'm still very much enjoying them. I recently ordered some more pairs, and for the purposes of getting free shipping, I had to add a little bit more to my cart, as they always have you do. And so I thought, I am enjoying the buck naked underwear so much, I want to see how it is with the same thing in a t-shirt. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Duluth Trading Company buck naked t-shirts. All right, let's take a closer look at these. On close inspection you can see got that waffle knit pattern on both of these. It is the same kind of fabric. Check the contents, nylon and spandex. Yeah, overall, let's go to one of the seams on here. Here we are from one of the sleeves. You can see nice tight stitching, similar stitching on here. It looks like these are made with the same kind of quality as we saw with the underwear. Yep. Very heavy duty stitching. Feels nice, feels breathable. Feels exactly the same. No reason to think that there's anything really different about these, so let's try out the shirt and see what we think. Here's how the t-shirt generally looks when you're wearing it. My first impressions, depending on the lighting, you can kind of see through it, so that is a concern. It does have a bit of a technical fabric appearance, so you might want to just wear this as an undershirt. I'm not personally big on wearing athletic wear as daily wearing stuff. Another thing, these sleeves are pretty darn short on here. I would like at least an extra inch or so, or maybe even just having a straight line across the arm would be nice. The one thing that I can say that is nice, that kind of lends itself to this should be an undershirt, they definitely leave you with plenty of space for tucking it in. Given the shortness of the sleeves and the length to be tucked in, I wanted to see how this would look with a white button down, because a lot of times when you're wearing a white undershirt, you can see a definite line as to where the undershirt ends and the uncovered arm begins, because your skin is not white. So I've heard that a gray is better, and here you can clearly see where the undershirt ends, so this is definitely too dark to wear as an undershirt with a dress shirt. Alright, so I've been wearing this buck naked undershirt for quite a while now. Actually, not even that long, and I feel like I can give you some of my general thoughts about whether or not it's worth it to buy one of these shirts. This is made from the same material as the underwear. I know that I mentioned that previously, but if you watched my review of the underwear, the same rough material, not super rough, slightly rough material, is used here as in the underwear. And where that provided some strengths for the underwear, I feel like it is pretty much entirely negatives for a shirt. The differences here being, with the rougher material on the underwear, the longer you wear that, you get used to it. It's a snug fit, you acclimate to it, you stop feeling it. Here with a shirt, it's a little bit looser of a fit, and so as you're proceeding through your day, you are constantly feeling the roughness as you move. If you shift, you'll feel it rub against you. It's rough, it gets a little irritating after a while. Let's see. Another thing with the underwear, it is very durable material. It will stretch, it stays supportive. I've worn it for a couple of days and not had any issues with feeling like it's completely stretched out and no longer supportive. What that translates to with a shirt is that if it doesn't fit you perfectly when you put it on, it will never be comfortable. If you have a little bit of tightness through the shoulders, that snug feeling is never going to go away. You might get a little bit used to it. If anything, I found that just kind of exacerbates the feeling of the roughness as you move elsewhere on your torso. The length is nice, it's good for tucking in. I can't really say too much else about the fit. I mentioned earlier, the sleeves are a little short. That's a personal preference thing, but worth mentioning here as well. Another point that I came across, I mentioned earlier in the video that it looked like things were going to be very durable. All of the stitching looked very nice. I've come to realize that the stitching is actually not as snug. It's not as tight, not as durable as it is on the underwear. I have worn these probably, 5 or 6 times, and I have cut it away a little bit, but you can see here the stitching is coming off from the sleeve already, and this is with only 5 wears. So yeah, durability may even leave a little bit to be desired here. You can see elsewhere, here's the actual seam inside, underneath the arm. You can tell if you compare this stitching to what is done on the underwear that this is definitely a much looser stitch. It is not as tightly done. It's not going to hold up as well. I wish I would have noticed that before. You can see elsewhere the stitching is fraying a little bit. Not great. I have tried wearing this just as a shirt, as I mentioned earlier in the video, a little bit more of a technical fabric appearance than I would be comfortable just wearing casually. I'm not somebody who's just going to go to the store wearing workout gear. I have tried wearing it as an undershirt underneath something else. If anything, that just exacerbates the rough feeling as you move around. So overall, I can say I'm not impressed with this. I would look elsewhere for an undershirt. They may have some different materials that are worth trying. I am looking at some other shirts from them as well. But yeah, I would stay away from the buck naked shirt. Great underwear, not so great of a shirt. If this review has been helpful to you, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, hopefully this has been helpful. Usual YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.